Hello, witches. I wanted to share with everyone a super simple but extremely effective money spell. Before I do, though, really quick, as I'm sure a lot of you know, if you found this spell helpful and effective, please feel free to check out our YouTube at Pagan Potions. Every week we do astrological updates. We also do random spells here and there and card readings, yada, yada, yada. But anyways, so this candle is hands down my best reviewed candle. Probably because, it's very live action. A lot of people see things coming back to them very quickly when they use it. So people love it, and I personally love it too. Before I go into the spell, I'm going to tell you a little something about this, what makes this candle different than your generic go-to, fucking, I don't know, Whole Foods or something like that and buying a green candle. Why is this one different? Well, the label is energy enhanced and hand burned. Everything in this candle is natural and fucking legit. So it's 100% soy wax. A lot of, candle companies can say that their candles are soy based. And technically, you can call your candle soy based at 10% soy. So that's why I always say 100% soy. Also, our candles are fragranced with essential oils. They have crushed stones or herbs inside, which I don't know if you can see because it's kind of dark, but there's some herbs going on in there. Also, I make sure that the planets are aligned appropriately before production. Everything is Reiki enhanced, and then for certain ones, we invoke certain things. Let's say that the planets are aligned appropriately. Everything's a go. But I'm in a really fucking shit ass mood. I still won't make the candles. We still don't do it because everything has to be aligned right. Good music, good vibes, good ritual, yada, yada, yada. So I think that's a good testament to why our candles really stand out and work pretty well. Anyways, so there's a few simple things that we need for this spell. This is an old gypsy spell, and it's inspired by a beautiful woman. Her name is Libby. Libby, if you can hear me, I love you so much. Thank you for my inspiration. And it's just a couple little things. So cinnamon is a really good herb, fun fact, for bringing in prosperity. Our money spray has got cinnamon essential oil actually in it. But what I like to do with cinnamon, there's actually cinnamon in the candle. Well, okay, first, so there's cinnamon. You need a candle, of course. And if you don't want one of ours, green is a good color, blah, blah, blah. Try and stick with that kind of energy. You're going to want a Sharpie. You're going to want a lighter. Mine says poo on it. You're going to want $1. I have two because I couldn't pick, so I decided both of them were necessary. You're going to want a bay leaf, one good enough that you could write on. And you're going to want a handy dandy little baggie. If you don't have a handy dandy little baggie, you could use saran wrap, that's just fine. And a paper plate. A lot of people ask me what they can put their candles on. I just put them on old paper plates. This is from a Halloween party. It's got like little bats all over it. And then bada boom, bada bing. Anyways, cinnamon, back onto that. I'm gonna put all this guy down here. Cinnamon's really great for prosperity. So what you're going to want to do, I am right-handed, so that means that my right hand is my power hand. This is what I give energy with. So then my left hand is my receiving hand. I'm gonna take a little bit of cinnamon and I'm going to pour it in my receiving hand. I don't know if you can see that in there. And even though there's already cinnamon in the candle, I just like to put a little bit of extra just for, good standing. I'm gonna put a little bit on top, and then I'm gonna put a little bit on the bottom, wrap it all around the candle. Just really bring in that good, positive, prosperous juju. There's a lot in the wick because the wick is going to carry a lot of that flame. Then I'm going to take my bay leaf and I'm going to write a number on here. You're gonna want it to be like a realistic number, like don't ask for $1 billion. Let's just be real, like keep it as realistic as possible. So I am going to write $300,000. $300,000. And I'm not expecting to like win a lottery or something like that with this. This is what I want my business to make next year. I'm not asking for $1 million. I feel like that's really far-fetched, but I think $300,000 is pretty fucking reasonable. It's a lot of money to me, but it's reasonable. So this is what I'm going to ask the universe for. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to shove it like right in the label. I'm going to burn this candle with the label on because, like I said, the label itself is also energy enhanced and handmade. Squeeze it in there as good as you can. Who cares if it looks ucky and weird? It doesn't matter. All this shit's gonna burn soon anyways. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your $1 or $2 or whatever is screaming at you, a 20, a 5, whatever it is. You're gonna take it and you're either gonna wrap it up in some saran wrap or some cellophane or whatever it may be. You're gonna shove it right in there so that those dollars stay safe and secure. And then you are going to put them under your candle. Then, this is the hard part. Are you ready? Listen really hard. Just kidding. Then you're gonna light your candle. And you're gonna ask your candle for the same thing that you asked for on the bay leaf. Just kind of zone. Feel the energy of the flame. Feel the energy of the universe around you. Take your receiving hand, really hold on to that candle. Take your power hand and just focus what it is that you want to bring into your life. And then you're gonna let that bitch burn. Burn, baby, burn. Let the candle burn as much as possible. If you have to blow it out, like say you have to go somewhere, snuff it out. If you snuff it out, it keeps the energy with the candle. If you blow it out, you're gonna wanna redo the whole process. So, but I've got nothing but time. I'm gonna let this baby burn. I'm gonna let that wax burn all over that money that I have going on in the plate. And then when the candle is completely done, I'm gonna dig out that money and I'm gonna take the money. I'm gonna go out to eat, or I'm gonna order pizza, or I'm gonna go and buy a beer or something like that. And I am going to tip that money to the person who served me. Now, if, read their energy, of course. If they're like stuffy and they're not into the hippy dippy love and light shit, then maybe just wait for like the next time, when you find somebody who seems open and receptive and like down to accept energies. But once you give that money to somebody else, once you have given that energy to somebody else, what that is then going to do is that's going to open up that energy sector, and it's going to bring that energy into you, bring that energy into them, hence paying it forward. Bada boom, bada bang. That shit fucking works. It is definitely my favorite money spell by far. And I use it all the time. It's done me nothing but good. And I've gotten some really great feedback on it. So good luck. And yeah. Happy bringing in the financials, witches. Peace.